one day somebody does something unspeakable to someone else, to someone you hardly knew, and you do something about it, because you can.
This story comes to us from triblive.com. It's a story we get from Upper St. Clair, which is a township in Pennsylvania, where an Upper St. Clair man died after being shot by police who were responding to a domestic incident at his home. Now, police were dispatched to the residence of Christopher Shepard, who was 48, in the 100 block of Lamar Road shortly before 3 p.m., according to the Allegheny County Police. Now, after consulting with one of the man's family members and Allegheny County medical health workers, officers attempted to take the man into custody with an involuntary commitment order. At that point, the man brandished a knife and threatened the officers. Now, remember, he's got mental health issues. He's out of a mental health facility. The officers formed a perimeter around the residence and requested assistance from South Hills Area Council Government's Crisis Intervention Response Team. Boy, that's a mouthful. Say it again. The South Hills Area Council of Government's Crisis Intervention Response Team. How'd you like to be the commander of that? The man exited the residence around 8:40 p.m. holding the knife. Allegheny County Police Superintendent Christopher Kern said he refused their commands, continued approaching officers with a knife in his hand, and several of the officers ended up firing at the subject. Now, it doesn't say if they used tasers or if they sprayed any type of chemical in the air. All you got to do is get it up in the air. They smell like, whoo, start coughing. Doesn't say that they tried that. They just, well, he's got a knife. That's all we need for lethal. So they did it. And it's funny because I saw a video of a guy with a knife and he was swinging it at cops, man. He was coming close to some of them, and they ended up grabbing him and taking him to the ground, taking the knife away from him, handcuffing him, and none of them got hurt. That was in Australia. They had a good day, mate, when they took the man to the ground. How did I do, Ive Peters? How did I do? Was that good or not, mate? Even the Sheilas were watching as I took the drongo to the ground and took his knife. That wasn't a knife. This is a knife. Anyway, I digress. I'm sorry, I got off on a tangent. But that's the thing, is in Australia, they had this video about these cops. A guy had a knife, and he was like swinging that thing, man. And they ended up arresting him alive and walked him to the police car. Here in Upper St. Clair, Pennsylvania, they just shoot him.